Chosen one, in your mind right now, you are still wearing heavy armor in a room that is already safe. Your soul is bracing for a blow that is never going to land. You have been a soldier for so long that your spirit has forgotten how to breathe without scanning for enemies. You survived the betrayal. You survived the financial drought. You won the war. So why do you feel like you are dying inside? Why does your soul feel like a hollow shell instead of a victory trophy? You think it is a coincidence. You clicked this number. This is a divine orchestration. The Holy Spirit led you here because you have reached the end of your own strength. Your commander has issued a decree that will shock your system. The battle is over. You won, and your new assignment is to recover. In your spirit, I want you to visualize dropping that heavy, notched shield. Let it vanish into the light. You are not a refugee running from a war. You are a ruler entering your rest. This rest is not a weakness. It is your highest form of spiritual warfare. It is the moment you stop fighting for victory and start resting from victory. Subscribe to align with thousands of awakened souls, like if your spirit confirms this ceasefire word, and comment 777 to officially activate your frequency of restoration. Stay with me until the end of this video. I am going to show you the exact protocol to shut down the survival mode that is burning out your nervous system. By the time we finish, you will know how to switch from the frequency of stress to the frequency of divine inheritance. You will discover why your struggle was actually your training and how to finally receive the harvest you have been bleeding for. Do not skip a second, because the key to your next level is hidden in the silence you have been afraid of. Picture yourself right now. You are sitting in a dark room. Maybe you are staring at the wall or looking out the window into the empty street. Everything is quiet, but inside your head there is a riot. Your heart is beating fast for no reason. Your shoulders are pulled up to your ears. This is the battle shock. You have passed the test. But your mind is still waiting for the other shoe to drop. You are asking yourself, why am I not happy? Why do I feel more tired now that the pressure is gone than I did when I was in the middle of the fire? This is because you have forgotten the power of being still. In the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 14, the word says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Most people read this as a suggestion to relax. But when we look at the original Hebrew, the word for be still is sharash. Sharash does not mean doing nothing. It means to be a silent craftsman. It is the image of a worker who stops talking so he can focus all his energy on the masterpiece in front of him. God is telling you to sharash because he is performing a surgery on your destiny that requires your total silence. He is fighting the spiritual legal battles for your inheritance while you recover your strength. You are the emotional paramedic for your family, always saving everyone else. But when you are the one bleeding, you drive yourself to the hospital because you do not want to burden anyone. You have 500 contacts in your phone. But in this crisis, you scroll through the list and realize there is no one you can actually call. This domestic alienation makes you feel like an undercover agent from another planet, speaking their language, but carrying DNA from a different star system. The reason you cannot find peace is because you are trapped in a high beta prison. Beta is the brain frequency of survival. It is the frequency of scanning for predators. It is the frequency of what if. What if the money runs out? What if they betray me again? What if I am just crazy? Your brain has been hardwired to stay in this high-tension state because for years you had to be alert just to survive. Your ichi, your human will, is trying to switch it off, but you cannot. It is like trying to stop a runaway train by shouting at it. Think about the prophet Elijah in 1 Kings chapter 19. He had just won the greatest victory of his life on Mount Carmel. He saw fire fall from heaven. He defeated the false prophets. He should have been on top of the world, but immediately after the victory, he ran into the wilderness and sat under a broom tree. He told God, "It is enough now. O Lord, take my life." Why would a man who just saw a massive miracle want to die? It was not because he lost his faith. It was because he was in high beta for too long. His nervous system was shattered. He was so exhausted that he could no longer process the victory. Look at how God responded to Elijah. He did not give him a lecture. He did not tell him to pray harder. He sent an angel to make him sleep and feed him. God understood that Elijah's soul was in a frequency lock. He needed to recover before he could hear the still small voice. You are in that same broom tree moment right now, chosen one. Your raw thoughts are telling you that if you stop, you will fail. You think that your constant worry is the only thing keeping your life together, but that is a lie from the Matrix. In your mind, I want you to perform a mental shift. Imagine a massive golden dial in the center of your chest. This dial is currently turned all the way to the right, into the red zone of beta noise. Now, with a deep, slow breath, imagine your spirit hand reaching out and turning that dial back to the left. As it moves, feel the static in your mind begin to fade. Hear the screaming thoughts of the enemy get quieter and quieter. You are moving toward the theta frequency. Theta is the gateway to the divine realm. It is the frequency of miracles, deep intuition, and genius-level ideas. It is where you were when you were a child, before the world told you to be afraid of everything. Science has recently discovered what the spirit has always known. When your brain enters the theta state, your DNA begins to repair itself. Your subconscious mind opens up to receive new blueprints. This is the frequency of the divine download. The problem is that modern life and the battles you have fought have calcified your ability to reach this state. You have been trained to live in the stress, but your inheritance is waiting in the rest. There is a deep dialogue happening inside you right now. Your flesh is saying, "We have to keep moving, we have to keep fighting." But your spirit is whispering, "Be still and know that I am God." You were not designed to carry the weight of the world. You were designed to be a vessel for the frequency of heaven. The Kuna Huahok, Thunkin Kornasa, have spent decades studying how to restore this lost frequency in the human brain. They found that most of us have lost our natural ability to enter the theta state as we grow older. We have become disconnected from the genius-level brain capacity we were born with. This frequency mismatch is the invisible wall blocking your breakthrough. You are praying for a harvest, but you are trying to receive it on a channel that is full of noise. But how do you switch channels when your brain is hardwired for war? How do you access that childlike genius frequency in just minutes without spending years in a monastery? In part 2, I am going to show you the sacred technology that shifts your frequency while you sleep. I will give you the specific framework to protect your recovery and show you how to identify the 7 forms of attack the enemy uses to steal your peace. The next 10,000 characters will change how you walk, how you think, and how you receive. Your restoration starts now. What if I told you that the hardest part of this restoration is not the doing, but the receiving? You have been trained to believe that value only comes from struggle. But your commander is teaching you a new way to operate. You were led here because there is a tool that does the heavy lifting for you, a sacred technology that bridges the gap between your weary heart and the frequency of the throne. Let me tell you about something called the Genius Wave. This is not just a digital audio file. It is a divine key developed by a former NASA neuroscientist to help you reclaim what the world stole from you. This technology uses a process called brainwave entrainment to gently guide your mind back into the theta and gamma states in just 7 minutes a day. You do not need to master complex techniques or spend years in a monastery. You simply listen. This frequency tool restores the 98% of your brain's natural genius capacity that the modern world suppressed when you were a child. It is time to recalibrate your mind to the frequency of miracles. If your spirit confirms this as your next step, you can investigate this frequency technology in the pinned comment. But as I talk about this breakthrough, I need to address the shadow inside you. Right now, notice the sensation in your chest. Does it feel tight? Like a heavy cold stone is pressing down on your sternum. That is the fear of peace. You are terrified that if you drop your guard and stop worrying, the enemy will strike. You have been in the trenches for so long that happiness feels like a trap. This is why Psalm chapter 23 verse 2 is so critical. The verse says, "He makes me lie down in green pastures." Have you ever wondered why the Good Shepherd has to make you lie down? When we look at the patterns across the Word, we see that chosen ones are often too stubborn to stop on their own. We think our hustle is our holiness, but God made Joseph wait in a prison cell before he could handle the palace. He made Elijah sleep under the broom tree before he could hear the whisper. God is making you lie down right now because the weight of the glory coming toward you is too heavy for a tired soul to carry. If he does not stop you now, you will break under the blessing. In your spirit, speak this to your own heart. I am safe in the quiet. To protect this new season, you need the Sovereign Rest Protocol. The first step is the information fast. For the next 7 days, you must cut off the noise of the world. Stop scrolling through the lives of people who did not fight your battles. The second step is theta alignment. Use the frequency tool I mentioned to spend 7 minutes every morning washing your mind in the frequency of the Father. The third step is the 3-circle rule. You must be ruthless with your peace. Circle 1 is for God alone. Circle 2 is for the 1 or 2 people who prayed you through the fire. Circle 3 is for everyone else. Do not share your rest with people who only know you as a soldier. Be warned, the enemy will launch 3 specific attacks the moment you start to recover. The first is financial temptation. An offer will come that looks like a shortcut, but it will require you to sacrifice your peace. If it costs you your rest, it is too expensive. The second is the comparison attack. You will see people who did not pass your test getting breakthroughs before you. Do not look at them. Their harvest is not your concern. The third is identity confusion. You will feel like a fraud because you are not struggling. Remind your soul, I am not what I do. I am who God says I am. This is not just theory. I know a chosen one who was stuck for 3 years. She was working 18 hours a day, fighting for a breakthrough that never came. 9 months ago, she finally surrendered. She followed this protocol and used the frequency audio every morning to stay in the theta state. In the 3rd week of her rest, while she was simply sitting in her backyard, the entire blueprint for a 6-figure business was downloaded into her spirit. She did not hustle for it, she received it. Another man I know was battling chronic fatigue for a decade. He thought it was a curse. But when he aligned his mind with the theta frequency, his body began to heal overnight. Within 6 weeks, he had more energy than he did in his 20s. They were not special. They just stopped trying to be the commander and started being the vessel. Chosen one, in your mind right now, I want you to see yourself standing in the center of a grand palace hall. The noise of the world is far behind those heavy golden doors. The preparation is over. This is not a regular prayer. This is an activation. This is a sealing ceremony. I decree by the authority of the King of Kings that the military assignment of your past season is now officially closed. The war is finished. I acknowledge the scars you carry. I see the nights you spent weeping in silence so your family would not see you breaking. I see the 3 a.m. wake-ups when panic wouldn't let you sleep, but you did not quit. And that faithfulness in the darkness has qualified you for what God is doing in the light. I seal this message into your bones. I seal the sovereign rest protocol into your spirit. I bind every assignment of the enemy to steal what was revealed here. Every demon dispatched to make you forget. I bind you now. I don't ask, I declare. In the next 40 days, your recovery will generate more abundance than your warfare ever did. Toxic people will exit your life. Divine connections will appear out of nowhere. Doors that do not even exist yet are being created for you right now. You are moving from test taker to test passer. You are moving from forgotten to unforgettable. Now God is asking you a question. Will you carry what I am giving you? Will you stay faithful in the promotion the same way you were faithful in the test? If your answer is yes, say it in your heart right now. Say yes. Say, I am ready. Heaven has recorded your agreement. You are not dismissed from this video. You are dismissed from your waiting room. You are released. You are activated. You are deployed. Go now, chosen one. Do not say Amen yet. Sit in this sovereign silence for 60 seconds. Feel the weight of the glory settling on you. Now you can say Amen.